Becca, mate. She wants me to tell you to never go back to Essex George again. Now, there's part of me that's hoping that's like an ironic name, and it's some guy called Frank from Leeds, and you just call him Essex George because he wears a scarf, something like that, you know, making out that he's posh, calling him George and Essex, and that sort of denotes poshness, doesn't it? And there's not many people really that like posh people. A lot of people do look down on them, don't they? I mean, from my experience of how I've seen people act. But apparently he's not a nice guy, mate, and he did horrible things, and his head's too big for his body. And it kind of sounds, in a way, Becca might not like this, but it could be a little bit of jealousy here from Becca's side. Just, you know, playing devil's advocate. But I'm not paid to play devil's advocate. That's for you to decide. I'm here to say some things about George. Apparently, he looks like one of these bobblehead ducks, mate, which I quite like the idea of. I mean, I don't like the idea that I've made these after some guy called Essex George, e.g. example. You know, don't want to make an example of him, but you know, I don't know the guy, don't know you either. You know, this could all be made up just to test me, just to see, you know, what will he say about this George fella? Does he know a George? The only George I'm aware of is King George, who fucking wrecked some dragons and that. And that's why we don't live under the tyranny of massive flying lizards anymore. But this guy isn't that, is he? Apparently he did horrible stuff and that, so... She wants me to tell you to stop using the Wi-Fi voice on you as well, it's rude. But, I mean, I've got... Yeah, I'll try and put this dilemma between yourself and example into perspective for you. Let me just walk to my other studio. It's very unprofessional, but I need it to be that end to get the bobblehead duckling, and this end to show you this next thing. So, you know, this is the little interlude, so imagine like some lift music going on in here, right? But, see, now, in your head, right, this is you, innit? Fucking wedding bells, you know, ding dong, fucking sort of thing. But this, mate, according to Becca, this isn't Essex George, mate. No, it's not Essex George. Not for you, anyway. Maybe for someone else, you know. Maybe someone who might like horrible things happening to them. Now, I don't know what these horrible things are, and I'm not going to guess, because, you know, some men can do some very nasty things to women. And, you know, everyone's got a line in the sand, you know. Maybe you took your Netflix password and gave it about round the pub, you know, and got you banned for sharing your Netflix password. Could be something, you know, disgusting like that, despicable sort of stuff, you know. Or maybe he was taking, you know, wax crayons on your credit cards and not getting all your details on a piece of paper, or scratching over them with a pencil on a sheet of paper to copy all your bank details. I don't know. Don't know the guy again. Don't know you. But this is all she's really left me with, is to tell you not to go back to him. So just gotta drive it home, mate. Don't go back to him, man. They say there's plenty more fish in the sea, isn't there? But there's loads of shit in the sea, man. There's fucking whales, and I don't want to go on about whales again. But, you know, maybe you gotta try a fatter guy, you know. Give a fat guy a chance. It doesn't have to be like a whale of a man, but, you know, maybe Essex George has got something going for him. Maybe he's got a nice body, or, you know, maybe it's something like that. What if you go for a guy who's got a shit body? And then you can be like, oh, then you've got to really look and search on them, innit? Maybe you like them as a person, but you don't find them physically attractive. But you might find, when you sort of just, like, say this is a fat fella, for sake of argument, right? And obviously he's taller than me, because I'm the lady in the relationship, and I'm a somewhat, you know, classic guy. Now, here's where it would be his left breast, for the sake of the camera. Maybe you like it when you go like that underneath, but you don't know that yet, because you haven't been with a fat guy. Do you know what I mean? Now, I don't know if you have been with a fat guy or not, but I'm presuming if George isn't very nice, then he must at least be attractive, you know, because if he's not, then, you know, a bit weird, innit? This seems a bit odd. But people like what they like, don't they? I like chopping up rats, mate, and you like some big-headed lad who's... I was always told I've got a big head, though. Never got told I look like a disembodied duck, though, to be fair. So, you know, at least I got that going for me. Anyway, I hope this was helpful for you. I hope, you know, I've not ruined your relationship amongst you and Becca, or planted any seeds of doubt in your heads. All fucking see you in a bit, mate.